Denise Levy. I'm an artist and designer, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute grateful card featuring acorn with some oak leaves. This is perfect for the fall season. Anytime you need to send a thank you card, this will do the trick.
Okay, here's a close-up of this acorn grateful card, and we will get into it here. You can see I have all of my pieces cut and ready to go, and I'm going to take those background layers on the cardstock or card base rather, and put that aside for now and just work on this green layer. And like I always do, I'm going to dry fit everything before I start gluing down, just to make sure I have everything going in the correct direction, because I am known to glue things down going the wrong direction. So I try to be extra careful, especially when I am filming. So I'm going to get that top leaf there, and then you cut out the veining of the leaves separate, and I'm just looking at that, making sure I've got that going the way I want it to. And then you have the orange leaf, which has a little bit different shade of orange on top, and then also the same veining that you'll glue down the middle there. So now that I'm pretty confident that I've got it going the right way, I will start gluing. I'm going to start with the acorns, and I've got the acorn tops here that I'm going to glue down to that dark brown layer, and make sure I've got that all lined up. The little branch and the stems and those acorn tops all glued down how I want them. And then we've got the little acorns themselves that I cut out of a more mustardy yellow. You could switch up the colors on these if you wanted. Do more of a tan and browns than what I did. Make sure you get those little acorn bottoms going the right way. And they are different sizes. The one on the right is just a tiny bit smaller, and you can see that they line up on the bottom and the sides, and then that dark brown kind of peeks through to create that little lip, I guess, of the acorn cap. So I will get that other one glued down. I love acorns. We have a lot of oak trees where I live, and this time of year when they start dropping, I love collecting them. Yes, I am a weirdo. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm just making sure I've got this yellow highlight layer of this leaf going the correct direction, and I'm going to get that lined up. And then that background green layer, frame layer, creates the bottom part of that leaf, which will become more apparent after you, if you make this card, you glue down the orange leaf. So I'm just messing around with the veining here. There's no right or wrong with this. Just have it going down the middle. It's not symmetrical, so if your eye thinks you like it going the other way than I did it, then do that. It's your card. There is no right or wrong. So I'm going to get just little dots of glue on the back of this little piece here, and then get that glued down to this leaf. And I'll kind of hold that top in place, the tip part of that, just to make sure I've got it right where I want it. And I'm happy with that. So now I will do the same thing with this orange leaf. I'm going to glue the, just double checking that I've got it right. And I will glue this lighter shade. It's kind of hard to see in this video, but it is a little bit lighter shade of orange over the darker orange and get that all lined up. And then when I'm happy with that, I will do the same thing with that leaf veining. And again, just goes right down the center of that leaf. I'm just going to put some little dots of glue down on that and then get that in place. Yeah, I think that is a nice a detail. I glued all these elements flat down to the card. You could do some foam adhesive if you wanted, maybe especially on the acorns since they overlap everything. I, for whatever reason, decided not to. So I'm going to glue, just get some glue back on that, the back of that, and then get that orange leaf. And then you can see there how that green leaf with the yellow becomes more pronounced there with the orange leaf down. And I'm just going to get a little bit more glue under that stem area of that, and then we can get the acorns in place. And I think this is a sweet little card. Like I said, it's great for the fall. It would be great just as a thank you card any time of year. I think acorns can kind of be a little bit seasonless, especially if you were to switch up the colors a little bit. So I've got that where I want it, and I'm just going to get a little bit more glue down on there. Of course, I got too much, trying to wipe that away. And now I'm going to move on to the sentiment. Now, I had every intention of cutting this sentiment out of vinyl, and I cut it out of cardstock just to see how it would cut, and it just cut beautifully. So I'm just going with the cardstock, and that way I get a true match with my browns, which is, you know, not a huge deal, but you can do either. If you rather do vinyl, do vinyl. If you do cardstock, it should cut really nicely. So I'm using Ranger Multi-Medium Matte glue to apply this. I get way too much glue on here. I need to get a precision tip put on this little bottle of glue, but I like this glue because it dries matte. So when you're doing detail pieces like a sentiment, it's really nice because you will have some glue most likely ooze out, and then you won't see it after everything dries. But I got glue everywhere. So I need to fix that. You can buy little precision tips, and that fits perfectly onto these little bottles. And this is a brand new bottle, and I just haven't done that yet. Okay, so I've got that on there. Now I want to put this yellow frame piece, I want to pop it up a little bit to add some dimension to this card. And so I'm going to pop that up and glue it down first. And I'm just showing you how they kind of nest inside each other. And I did think, oh, well, I could do this and put some glue and get the green down first. And then I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I will for sure mess that up. So I'm going to use these little foam adhesive circles. These are like the thinnest foam adhesive known to man. So it doesn't really give me the dimension that I wanted. I wish I would have broken out my foam tape. If you've watched any of my other videos, you've seen me use that. I have foam adhesive tape. It comes on a big roll. I was just being lazy, but this did not give me as much dimension as I wanted, but we are just going with it. So I'm going to get that down on the card base, and then I'm just going to put some, well, hopefully I'm going to put it the right way, because right now I have it upside down. um, but I'm going to pop that back out, put some adhesive on the bottom portion of this, and then get that nestled in the middle of this card, right nestled into this yellow frame piece and behind the grateful sentiment. And you can see me do that, and it should fit in there just perfectly. And then I'll go around and get some more adhesive down. If you bought this card for me, thank you so much for supporting my art. If you're interested in purchasing, it will be available on my Etsy shop and the Silhouette Design Store. I'm also a little plug for my YouTube channel. I am trying to grow my channel here on YouTube, so I sure do appreciate any likes and follows, and I really appreciate you just watching. So I've got that all glued down, and now, as you see, I didn't put any adhesive behind the sentiment because I had to get that green frame underneath it. So now I'm going to go through and just gingerly lift up and get some foam behind that and get that popped up, which seemed to work fine. And now this card is done. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.